Now we're going to be transforming trigonometric graphs. So the first question, sketch y equals 2 sine x for 0 to 360 degrees. So our original graph, y equals sine x, goes between 1 and negative 1. It starts at 0. It's at 91, 180, 0, 270, negative 1, and back to 360, 0. That's sine x. We want 2 sine x. So that's the same as y equals 2 f of x. The change is outside the bracket. It changes the y. And it's going to double all the y values. So 1 is going to go up to 2. 0 stays where it is. Double 0 is 0. Negative 1 is going to go to negative 2. So the graph of 2 sine x, if we double all the y values, it looks something like this. That's 2 sine x. Here's another one. See if you can have a go at sketch y equals 1 plus sine x. So again, the original graph I'll draw on y equals sine x. So that's between 1 and negative 1. Starts at 0. So 1, negative 1, and that's 0, 90, 180 at 0, 270 at negative 1, 360 back to 0. So it's 1 plus our graph. That's the same as y equals f of x plus 1. We're adding 1 onto all the y values. So it's a shift up 1. So where it was at 0, it's now going to be at 1. 1 is going to go up to 2. 0 is up to 1. Negative 1 is up to 0. And 0 is up to 1. So the whole graph shifted up by 1. So that's 1 plus sine x. The next one, sketch y equals cos x plus 30. So this time the change is inside the bracket. It's the same as y equals f of x plus 30. When the change is inside the bracket, it changes the x, and it does the opposite. So we're going to take 30 minus 30 from all the x values. So let's just sketch our original first. So cos, again, between 1 and negative 1. Cos starts at 1. So 0, 1. It's at 90, 0. 180, negative 1. 270, 0. And back to 361. That's our original cos graph. We want to take 30 away from all the x values. So where we had 90, it's now going to be at 60. 180 will be at 150. 270 will be at 240. And 360 will be at 330. So it's shifting back 30 degrees. And the peak will be back at negative 30. So it's going to look like this. So that is y equals cos x plus 30. Here's another one. See if you can have a go at sketch y equals negative cos x. So again, cos x is between 1 and negative 1. Starts at 1. And it has that shape. 90, 180, 270, 360. So this time the change is outside the bracket. It's the same as y equals minus f of x. All the positive y's are going to become negative. All the negative y's will become positive. So it's multiplying all the y values by -1. So 1's going to go to -1. 0 will stay where it is. -1 will go to 1. 0 stays where it is. And 1 goes to -1. So it's a reflection in the x-axis. And tan, so y equals tan 2x. So y equals tan 2x. Let's do the original tan graph. So the tan graph's got asymptotes at 90, and it repeats every 180, so n 270. And it's got this shape. So it comes up through 0, 0, 180, 0, and 360, 0. So tan 2x, that's the same as y equals f of 2x. So the change is inside the bracket. It's changing the x, and it says times 2, does the opposite. We are halving all of the x values. So our asymptotes are going to half. So instead of being at 90, we're going to have 45. Instead of 270, we're going to have 135. And this just repeats every 90 degrees now. So now, instead of repeating every 180, it's halved. It's repeating every 90 degrees. So we're going to get the same shape, but it's just repeating every 90 instead of every 180. And one for you to try. So sketch y equals tan minus x, again for 0 to 360 degrees. So that's the same as y equals f of minus x. So it's inside the bracket, changes the x, and all the positive x's are going to become negative. All the negative x's are going to become positive. So let's have a quick look at the original. So the original was this. This is the y equals tan x graph. So all the positive x's are going to become negative, and the negative x's are going to become positive. So what happens? If it reflects over the y-axis, it kind of changes direction. So instead of going that way, it's now going the other way. And the asymptotes are at minus 90, so then that is at 90 still. Minus 270, that is at 270 still. It's just changing the direction of the graph. So it looks like that.